literally the
Solid
second
bit.
we stopped recording last week, Roxy got up and was like, "Hey, what? Zachary Levi's Shazam?"
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a thing. We've got other casting news, but
What do we think about that?
what do we think about that?
Well, with the Shazam movie, also Mark Strong is in talks to be.
Sam, don't
Is
blow
he-
your load. Just let's talk about Zachary Levi. Then we'll
Yeah,
get
you
to
gotta be able
Mark
to laugh a
Strong,
little
and then
longer.
We'll never. Last a little longer.
I hear if you just squeeze it real tight.
and this is the only one. This is the only one that we have confirmed right now. How do you think he's going to do in a fight with Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
Yeah, definitely gonna kick his butt for sure.
Well, The Rock has a better smile. He's got cooler tattoos. He's bigger.
They're not in the same movie though, so it won't really matter. Here's
They
the
might not
deal.
be in the same movie for
I have-
many
Ever.
movies.
I have a feeling Black Adam will at least show up for like an end teaser or something.
Just a little wink,
Yeah,
like a little wink.
something.
Maybe
What was that sound?
Why
does
do they
like to
think?
swerve.
Why do they think a Black Adam movie on its own is gonna?
because it's
Black
The
Adam
Rock,
has
and
only,
he
that is
smells
true.
what
You
they're
know
all
what? That's a
cooking.
good point because I'm thinking of it from a comic fan. The idea that like Black Adam hasn't even made, he's only had like a mini series. I'm not thinking about the biggest movie star in the entire planet.
Here's what happened.
Exactly.
The Rock came into DC and they opened up a book of characters and they literally said, close your eyes and point to one or whichever stands out to you. And
Yeah.
he was like, I'm going with this one. And he just happened to pick somebody who didn't quite make sense to have a standalone movie for, but was close enough. And they were like, let's announce him now, even though we don't have a Shazam.
Yeah.
And he's going to be in Shazam. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't work. Let's just give him his own movie. It's The Rock.
Yeah.
And it will do better than Baywatch. Like, that's really where I think it happened.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. And honestly, Black Adam's one of my favorite DC villains. I think he's a really great character.
And a lot of people know about him because of the Injustice game and a bunch of
That's
other
true.
stuff. So he's not unknown. It's just strange because it's not the Joker and it's not like Lex Luthor or something.
Do you think he's better known than Shazam? Because he might be.
No.
No, Roxy's a hard no.
Well, I think it depends what age group you're talking about.
Okay.
Because I do think that there are some Shazam fans, older Shazam fans. Yeah, I think it depends on where you're talking about.
Interesting, because he's definitely one of those situations where the villain is more interesting to me than the hero. Like Black Adam's more interesting to me than Shazam. Black Manta's more interesting to me than Aquaman. Traditionally, although I'm very excited about Jason Momoa's Aquaman.
No, he
But
should
did
be
you
really
see that
fun.
thing about
Yeah.
the fish sandwich?
What fish sandwich?
What?
Because there was a screening this week of Justice League.
Yeah.
And somebody tweeted out afterwards being like, hey, I went to see this movie, the Justice League movie, but I can't talk about that, but I can talk about the sandwich I ate during it. So the sandwich was made by 2 chefs, but it ended up actually being good. What I will say is the Wonder Bread was surprisingly delightful, but the fish was a little underwhelming.
Interesting.
So
You shouldn't eat fish that's not cooked all the way through, though. That's a big no-no.
that fish be Aquaman.
And also, awful choice for sandwich to serve during a movie is a fish sandwich.
You
That's
get what
just-
he was doing, Sam?
Do you get metaphors, Sam? So what do we think about?
I actually don't know the difference between that and an allegory. Go on.
Did you say an allegory? Like an analogy and an allegory combined?
What?
Zachary Levi will be great.
Roxy, what do you think about Zach Levi?
I have to be honest with you, which doesn't come very often of me saying this, but I have no thoughts. I have no
Interesting.
I have no feelings about him at all.
No.
None.
He's kind of plain.
You know what? Actually, I feel like that's the appropriate reaction to that. I feel like that's the exact right reaction. Well, how about this then? The rumor is that Mark Strong, right,
Love him.
could be playing Dr. Sivana.
Yeah.
Who's usually this like small little man,
Yeah, wormy.
giggling in the corner
Yeah.
and doing evil things. But no, in the New 52, he was much different. He was, for the second he was there, he
Yeah.
was different from the rest. So I think, honestly, Mark Strong would
you
be a
remember-
better Sinestro, but I don't mind him being
They
in
should
this
just
movie.
bring him back. They should just pull an M and bring him back
Yes.
as Sinestro.
You just want him involved, though.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Legion of Savanas in Multiversity?
Yeah, man,
The
that was
one-
super cool.
The one that was like a creepy... Anyway, in Multiversity, there's a whole bunch of evil Dr. Savanas. Also, finally, Grace Fulton, who you may know from Annabelle Creation.
You got a little picture. Here it goes. Here comes DJ with the
Look at you.
picture.
Oh, did we never put the Mark Strong over in the other corner?
Did I never put Mark Strong over?
Maybe.
But
We're all
you
learning.
all know what he looks like.
I mean,
He's a handsome boy.
He's one of the best
he's-
parts of the Kingsman.
Yeah,
He
he's
hits
Merlin
the
in
mark,
Kingsman.
and he's strong.
Boom. So,
Ba-dum-tsh.
Grace Fulton, I believe I said is this lady's name. She was the older kind of, if I'm being honest, kind of bitchy girl in Annabelle creation. And,
Rude AF.
Her,
not you.
Rumor is that she will be Mary Marvel.
Oh.
Because in the New 52, traditionally in the comics, her and Billy Batson are twins, but in the most recent comic, she's the older sister, which I hope is what they're doing, because with the success of Stranger Things and It, if they cast like a teenager or like she's 21 or somebody that's 20 to play a teenager, they are missing the boat on the appeal of Billy Batson and Shazam. They're missing the mark.
That's exactly my thoughts on it. I'm curious how old they're going to have Billy Batson be, not how old the performer's going to be, but I was thinking like a 14-year-old here.
Yeah.
I say go full Stranger Things like 11.
Really?
Yeah. 11, 12. How old are those kids supposed
like
to be?
the character 11 or the
No,
age
the age
11?
11.
I really like what they did in the New 52, even though classic Shazam, if you guys don't know, it's a kid that gets the powers to become Shazam when he says Shazam. But in New 52, Billy was always like a straight shooter. He's just like, not straight shooter, he's vanilla. He is Wonder Bread. He's very boring. And in New 52, he's kind of a dick. He's like, his whole thing is that you can only become Shazam if you are worthy of, like, you're truly a good person. In New 52, Billy brings up...
So he's Thor.
Kind of, basically. But he brings up the point...
But way before Thor.
He brings up the point that no one is fully good, but they have the capacity to do good things. And by proving that to the wizard, he got the Shazam powers. And I really like that take on it. So if it's like a 14-year-old who knows he can be kind of a dick, maybe not a bully, but a dick, I wouldn't mind that.
That's you on life.
Yeah, that was
No
that
one
was
is
my
good.
yeah.
I called dibs because no one was recording then. It's my thing. It's my thing to say no one was recording.
You got it. Nobody was recording. They didn't count. It wasn't part of life.
No,
But
it's my thing.
I'm excited for this movie because, you know, honestly, I don't really care about Shazam, if I'm being honest. But I did like Annabelle Creation. And so I'm hopeful that director can bring, not the same energy because it's a horror movie, but you know what I mean? Like, bring the most out of it.
We still need to watch Lights Out. I've never seen it.
It's fine.
I need to watch it.
It's fine.
You say that about most movies, though.
Okay, then it's not. It's kind of bad.
You do say that. You do say that a lot.
Yeah.
I just got really mad at you both at the same time all of a sudden.
Well,
Do it.
Because for you iTunes listeners, I didn't get the memo about the shirt today.
No, that's true.
Oh, we matched. That's
Yeah.
why you said that.
It's like really offensive.
Nah, I know. I'm sorry.
If it
You
makes
guys
you
text
feel
each other
better.
in the morning about it?
No, this just happens now.
Damn it.
Wait, it's what happens when you hang out a lot.
Yeah, Roxy, just
I
wait a
could've
few.
been there.
Just wait a few more months, and we'll all be on sync.
We'll all start doing the same hand motions.
That happens with women too, so
Oh,
Nah, I know.
cool.
Yeah,
syncing up.
Yeah.
Ours just
Means
is
it's a whole
t-shirts.
different thing.
yeah. I was also where you start sharing bits, and you don't remember who created the bit, like who.
And then you steal it, and
I
then
call
you get
dibs.
sued later on.
Exactly. Classic.
Comedians.
Yeah.
Well, I'm, you know, if, all honesty, let's say open-minded for a treat. You can
What?
quote
On
that.
Shazam.
On Shazam.
You're transitioning back to Shazam.
I literally just had no idea
Yeah.
what you were talking about.
He just transitioned
that's
back
the
to
show.
Shazam.
You lost me fully.
Also, I forgot who said it, but someone said ice cream says Shazam witches, and I wouldn't mind if they made those for this movie.
I'm in
Do
on
it
that.
up.
All right,
Better
I'm
than a
back
fish
in on
sandwich.
you.
Better than a fish sandwich.
For real.
I understand the metaphor.
What if it was a bagel and the fish was lox?
Did he have a metaphor for was like Batman the tomato in the sandwich
Yeah, he
with
did.
Superman?
He did have more. I'm just forgetting what they pulled it down so fast. Maybe you guys can tell.
I don't
us.
want to. You know what? I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Also, I can't help myself. I keep watching those Justice League little TV spots, and I'm getting disappointed with myself.
I can't help it either, but I love him.
They're all so cool.
I love him.